up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
So no, I don't think there's been enough consultation. I only heard from a letter from them last week that came through the door. So no, it's pretty shoddy.
There's been no consultation whatsoever. Absolutely zero. It's a joke.
In general, I would say more against than there is in favour of it. I'd say we don't want it. We didn't want the last one, so we don't want this one.
Well, I think it's the usual publicity exercise that these developers carry out when they want to put forward these sort of proposals. They try to make it look very, very pleasant and very beneficial.
How they've placed the consultation is on a space where it isn't a group discussion. It's more of a drop-in session, which sometimes you don't get the full gist of the consultation.
You need to stay very long, and the one question that I asked was what are the benefits to the people of Parkhill of this development? And his answer, after being a little bit flustered, was none whatsoever.
They've already made their minds up what they want to do, and if 100% of people say that it adds no benefit, it destroys the local environment and adds nothing to the culture or environment of Parkhill, they'll still go ahead. That's not consultation, that's dictatorship.
Basically, I just find that, in my opinion, that the plan itself is totally uncalled for the area.
Well, at the moment we're more compact, a compact community. You don't know who's coming in or out, the traffic, everything. It's all really against, I think, for the development. I think the majority of people are against this.
I appreciate the fact there's a need for housing, and I appreciate the fact that things have got to expand.
Well, they did say that there was no building to be built. The Green Bank was supposed to stay for 30 years, and it's definitely not 30 years. It was supposed to be green belt.
I think the Hallam land management are just going through the motions. They know it's going to get objected to. They're just basically, how I would put it, in the construction industry, trying it on.
Coxhoe, especially over the last 15 years, has two very large estates and more are planned.
And it's just a real shame. It's a real shame for the environment. It's a real shame for the local community. I mean, it's going to increase the actual population of Parkhill for at least 50%. And it's just not going to make it a community anymore.
Well, it's going to disrupt everything, as I say. There's going to be more traffic. Everything is going to be different, isn't it? You know, it's an already busy road, and there's going to be extra traffic.
Well, the traffic's horrendous. You can't get out now, and it starts from, well, it's nearly going all night long. The noise, the road, can't take the traffic. They've done away with the dual carriageway, made a bike path there, which should have been a bus lane, really, which was a waste of time. There's no schools problem.
the development would affect me as to get onto the road. You can't get on it to the road on a morning from 8:30 to 9:30 as it is. So basically, where my mother lives and I live is 10 yards from the road. And you're never going to get out in a month of Sundays. So you just have to join the queue.
Other than that, I don't think the B6291 could sustain over 500 cars on the actual road itself, especially when there's additional development at Sedgefield, because it's well known that a lot of users from Sedgefield use the B6291 as a cut through. So you're going to have an additional 500 cars potentially going through that road. It's going to make it more dangerous, and it's just going to create problems for the neighbouring residents.
I'm not in favour of it. My biggest problem would be the traffic. Then you've got your facilities. There's only one shop in the place, unless you build more shops. Maybe it's the odd school further away, maybe, but you're going to have a lot of people, more on doctors and stuff like that. That's about it, really.
As I say, we right where the road comes out, and it's going to be traffic all day and all night, I would think, on an already busy road.
And the environmental impact. I mean, nobody realises that there are a lot of wildlife in and around the hedgerows on that land. You know, I've seen ducks flighting in on a night. I've seen foxes, I've seen pheasants, I've seen rabbits, I've seen all kinds of smaller birds, and it's just going to be jeopardised.
I think it's detrimental to the environment.
A lot of the, I think nearly all of the land to the, I think it's the north of the site, it has not got any development whatsoever. It's all greenbelt land. That land itself's been greenbelt for hundreds of years, so why should it be made to get developed on 190 houses, and then they may have to, then they'll probably apply for another 200 houses further down closer to having an additional 300 people trampling through your nature reserve, or 300 people walking the dogs across the land at the back of it. It's just going to trample it, and it's just going to push the wildlife further and further away, which is a great shame, because I like walking my dogs along there. But like, that may be a selfish opinion, but someone's got to stand up for the wildlife side of things.
Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.